Basque Yaqui Tribe MSPI program presents the forever present but often overlooked role of Carrizo, or Vaaka, as it's called in the Hiak language. Carrizo can be found all over the world and is visible in various cultures, varieties, and has many uses both functionally and artistically. In academic circles, it is Arundo donax. In North America, it's often called giant cane or giant reed. In Spain, it's invasive and known as caña salvaje. In Mexico, it's referred to as Carrizo, and to the Yoeme in the Rio Yaqui area of Sonora, Mexico, it's Vaaka. Carrizo or Vaaka can be found in all aspects of Yaqui life. Its subtle yet clear presence can be seen in cultural ceremonies, to building materials, to household items and musical instruments. But before Vaaka or Carrizo could be the cultural staple it is now for the Yoeme had to come to be. A long time ago in the vast land that is now Sonora, Mexico, lived a nation of small people known as the Sudam. They lived in peace and happiness. As time passed, the Sudam were visited by a prophet, a great luscious tree with a thick trunk that woke up to speak to them. However, no one could understand it, until one day a young child known as Yoeme, or enchanted bee, understood the message. Yoeme said, "Very soon there will be visitors coming to our lands, and these visitors will bring destruction with nowhere to hide." Yoeme delivered the message that the Sudam must change in order to survive. The Sudam who lived by the ocean became fish, sharks, and all other sea life. The Sudam of the mountains divided into many groups. Some jumped off the high cliffs and became large birds like eagles, hawks, and vultures. Others decided to go underneath the earth to become insects and all the other land animals. Sudam who went down the mountain became animals such as deer, coyotes, foxes, mountain lions, jaguars, and bears. The elder Sudam lay down on the ground, and their bodies transformed into beautiful, colorful flowers and fruit trees. Sudam who decided to stay and face what was coming remained in the valley. Eventually, they began to grow taller to become the Yoeme of today. Another story that includes Yoeme and his twin sons, Yoeme, tells a tale of the first fiesta and how the Buyatoli, a desert rat that lives under cactus spines, shows the twins the first drum and flute that was made out of Carrizo. Here in the Yaqui communities of Arizona, the presence of Carrizo is still seen, however, not to what it used to be. Magdaleno Alvarez, one of the maestros of the Guadalupe community, notes that traditional arcos at fiestas or cultural ceremonies were once made from Carrizo, but now that practice has been lost. Over time, the sources of Carrizo have dwindled down due to urban sprawl in the Phoenix Valley. At one point, it was very common along the riverbanks, but due to the damming of the Salt River, access to Carrizo in large amounts has dwindled dramatically. In the Guadalupe community, within the original 40 acres of the town, you will see households with patches of Carrizo growing in the front yard. Another one of the cultural traditions that has been lost are Carrizo mats, petates, or vakahipeta, which were once very common, but now those responsible for making them can only be found in the Rio Yaqui area. Evidently, prior to the Yaqui War era, Carrizo was used for cradle boards. A rare photo of a cradle board was repatriated back to the Yaqui homelands in 2000. The loss of cultural traits, traditions, habits, or customs is termed cultural loss and can be seen in many indigenous communities around the world. As time goes on, new traits are acquired and the old customs and traditions inevitably disappear. The utilization and cultivation of Carrizo makes it a staple in our Yoeme culture. It is a significant element that represents the roots, beliefs, and resilience of the Yoeme people.